So Fat Joe still thinks, Latinos is 50-50 with black people. Now, in this video, I'm going to go to Fat Joe's block, and we're going to talk to some of the guys who actually started hip hop and was those little kids that was out there doing all the break dance and rapping and all of that. We're going to hear exactly what they say, and then we're going to hear what Cuban Link said. We know Fat Joe is a scammer. We know what he did to Big Pun and Big Pun wife and kids. We know you a scammer. You should not even be speaking for Latinos. We should have somebody else, because I don't think he's respected in his own community. In my opinion, I don't think he got the respect that he is, and I think that people are calling him out for it. But y'all check out this video. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get it.
You know that. You can't say nothing
Mr.
like
Bronx.
that and don't think it's gonna be no smoke.
You just made a real serious point though. We were, for all of this time, it was always said, yo, we don't unite, we don't stick together, we don't do whatever. So now that we are doing it, so what does that really mean about you? What does that really mean about you? If you seeing somebody together, family being like sticking together and doing what we do together, like we were supposed to do from whatever, you're supposed to be like, yo, now they getting it together. They whatever. I commend you. I support that. But now we see what's really deep down inside.
Tell me, is it fact or opinion? You be the judge.
You have to decide. You have to decide. You have to decide.
Welcome to another Facts or Opinion, where everybody's got a fact and everybody's got an opinion. First and foremost, I want to say salute to the Culture Stars in 1971. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to that channel. He was on there and he was talking about to some FBA brothers, and he had Young Blackjack and DJ Faze on there. Now they break down and they talk about what's really going on and dealing with Fat Joe. So let's watch this video and y'all tell me what y'all think, and we'll get right back on it.
I think that you told me a lot that is real, and you said that we already checkmated them, right? And that's why they're angry, right? They're angry because we checkmated them. We already said, the realness, the truth, and everything. We already explained about the little rascals and where it came from and how it came. And so they know they were not included in that because that's the truth. And so now they're in checkmate. He went against Lord Jamar because Lord Jamar is getting it really from us. You see what I'm saying? Right. And just like, like Young Black just said, it went in stages, okay? Me, I was a little bit more into this stage because I was just bad, but it went from Black Willie and them to us, all right, to him, and then Younger. And so because we were there in the creation and we were the young, because one thing you got to understand is, and that people are not getting, this whole thing started from young brothers, young, not teenagers. We wasn't even teenagers yet, okay? We wasn't even teenagers yet. So to think that young people started this billion-dollar industry is hard for them to fathom. That's number one. Number two is to find out that it was started by us, meaning us as not Puerto Rican, not Jamaican, not any other thing, but us. That's hard for them to understand and grasp too. Number three thing is what we gave up And when we got older and we started doing other things, they not even took it, but they started doing our old shit.
Our shit.
You see what I'm saying? We was wearing 69ers, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we go to Super Pro Kids, they just getting 69ers. Okay? So when we got Playboys and stuff like that and British Walkers, when we go to Gators and shit like that, they just picking up the British Walkers and the Playboys. You know, we had Rips, Marshmallows. When we did that, we went, by the time we got into British Walkers and Playboy, they just getting those.
Hey, I want to say something. Hey, Joe, that's what happened. This is no, now, Joe, I don't even know you, but I fuck with your peoples in time. I don't know why you have no problem with FBA or anything when it comes to a culture. Because in all due respect, man, have you looked in your backyard lately? Because y'all been doing what FBA been doing for 100 years. I'm just saying, no, I'm not coming at you. I'm telling you facts.
Everything.
I'm telling you.
He's trying to make it seem like FBA is an organization.
Yeah, it's not.
FBA is just another way.
Yeah,
it's a new way to call us.
Listen,
though.
We didn't.
So
listen, what I'm trying to say,
you
Joe,
attacking FBA, you attacking all of us, really.
FBA,
and they're saying that you one of them.
That's like saying, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, but y'all know what happened, Rikers Island, why the Bloods came into existence and all that, right? And I'm not gonna go into it, but y'all know why, right? That's just like saying we talking about y'all was FBA back then. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. Think about what you're saying when you say racism. You know what I mean? You're talking about something you don't want to talk about. Not when it comes to racism. Because you got to check your own backyard first, Joe, before you check out. Please. I'm just saying it. Keeping it real. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to start no wars. I don't do all that. I don't get into all that no more. But I'm telling you from my history, I grew up with y'all. I grew up on the island. Yeah, on the island. Before it was gangs and after it was gangs, I was on the island. So check your backyard first before you check out. And I'm not saying I'm down with none of that. I'm telling you, when you talk about racism, check your backyard first.
But what I don't understand is when he said the part about a bunch of broke niggas. Whoever the fuck these broke niggas is.
Yeah, that's
when he said that about a bunch of
FBA is really all of us. Whether or not, even if we don't call ourselves FBA, we're still foundational Americans.
That's just like saying, Joe, you're not Puerto Rican. Come on, man.
And he said he said something about because they don't look like us or whatever.
Well, if you said you roll with us, then you talking about yourself too. Then
exactly.
If you said you was rolling with us,
you called yourself a
you
nigga.
Talking about you too.
You said you was a nigga. All right. And so do you know where the nigga came from? Do you know where that word came from? That came from people that were enslaved in the South. They were enslaved, and they were, instead of calling them Negro, they were called nigger. Okay, Negro is from Spanish term black. Negro.
Okay. Another thing, man. I'll be honest with you. The platform that you was on, they should have checked that. They should have checked it.
But the platform.
So y'all tell me what y'all think about that, man.
Right, because all of this comes from the whole argument that hip hop was created 50-50 by blacks and Puerto Ricans, right? Joe is upset because the FBA has been arguing against that point, and he's really upset about that. And instead of choosing his words carefully on the podcast, he acted on emotion.
It's just that I felt it was just disrespectful. You could see it. You could see it. Like, who does that? Even if that's the subject, it's just as simple as just a disagreement, which is a crazy conversation to have, and it's a conversation that I would love for people to just engage in, so we can find the truth out at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for sure. And not just one side, because it's what it is. Really, it's one side, and it's like nobody is really doing the 100% work to go find this out. And if it's true, which I feel, you know, the FBA is right. It's black culture. Hip hop was created by black Americans, fundamental black Americans. Got no problem with that. I got an African side. I love that, but you know what I'm saying? I know the struggle. Why can't they have that? Like, who's going to be opposing that? Like, not me. I would never want that. But I also want to know the truth, and factual truth, at the end of all the research, that we could say the truth. Even if you say your Spanish people helped build it, because they was the first participants, really, the Puerto Rican culture was the first participant of spreading it and getting together and bringing the message and expanding it. You know what I'm saying? Latinos say it in a respectful way. I think everything should be said in a respectful way in the timeline which it was created in. Not in the throwing it in your face, not in the, you know what I'm saying? Not in the demeaning the other person or the other culture. Oh, we already had this. Because, you know, that bond and that unity that hip-hop was that at that time, which I came in as a foreigner. I came in as an outsider. You know what I'm saying? I came here really from Cuba, from a boat. You know what I'm saying? From 1980, my Rio boat lift. You know what I'm saying? Without knowing English, so I landed in Miami. Stood in Miami for 6 months. I went to Puerto Rico for 4 years. I got to the Bronx when I was 9 years old. So in 1984, I was out here, and without knowing English as a little kid, that was a foreigner. The black folk embraced me and took me in. You know, walked with my man Carl to school. He'll walk me to school. He was a little older, but he already, you know what I'm saying? It was a black folk without even me know how to, like, you know what I'm saying, engage in a conversation all the way with the English. You know, the black love was there. You know
They
what I'm saying?
welcomed you.
Yeah, the black love was there. The culture, after you know, me being living in a neighborhood 163rd, between 163rd and 164th and Sheridan, which is Latino and black all day. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was that time that unity was at its strongest. Even the drug dealers in the corner, we knew them and they knew us, but they were protectors of the block. You know what I'm saying? There was dudes that, you know, that engaged in the community to protect it, to chase pedophiles and rapists away. You know, I witnessed that. You know what I'm saying? To embrace, and the love was there. Even though, of course, it's personal problems. You get personal with certain things, but that's just neighborhood stuff.
All right, so there y'all see it, man. You can, in this video, you could tell just when Cuba links, he said, man, when I came from out the boat and came to New York, they were warming, they were loving, they showed me how to move. Like, why would, like, Fat Joe, why would you want to disrespect people like that? Like, you came in the game with Big L in the Bronx and they put you on, bruh. Why would you want to disrespect us like that? Can you imagine giving somebody some game, bro, and then they come back and, like, disrespect you? Like, bro, I put you on, bro. Like, we co-signed you, bro. The reason why you even popular right now is because of the culture. Just the disrespect is just crazy to me, bro, that I would never want to disrespect somebody that, you know, did that much or put me into something that was so impactful to my life. That these New Yorkers think just because they was in New York and they was around these guys that I'm a part of the culture, and they'll look at somebody else that's not from New York and they'll say, you wasn't even in New York during these times. Bro, this is my culture. These is my people. This is my lineage. It's rapped all over the world right now. James Brown deserves more credit than Latino. If you had to pick people, bro, you would be picking people that you would deserve credit that was way before Fat Joe. Bro, we was rapping down here in the South in the 30s. The West Coast was doing their thing. We was all still creative and doing. I don't think we was just sitting around crazy. No, man, y'all gotta stop that, bro. You know, we was creative everywhere. Shout out to them boys in the Bronx that, you know, branded it and put it for the world can see. But this stuff was going on in inner cities around the world. And if you don't believe that, you can just ask people, because there are rappers, there were people that in towns that since we're doing research, we're finding that it was rappers that you just ain't know about. They didn't blow up. To say who did it first is like, okay, but rapping, we know we've been doing that. It's a cultural thing. The fact that he's gonna say that just because y'all was in none of hip hop is deserve 50-50 from Fat Joe or anybody Latino, and Latinos are saying this. This is just people respecting somebody else's lineage. Joe need to be canceled, man. Let me know what y'all think. Hit me in the comment section. I'll be live tonight, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.